Markup language for hypertext, to be used on Hypertext Transfer Protocol, aka HTML. Created back in 1993 by Tim Berners-Lee. It has been more than a couple decades, and this markup language is used in all the websites you browse or don't. If you are interested in creating web pages and be called a web developer, then you need to learn this language. And if you're thinking this is a programming language,
Bruh.
anyways, let's start our journey. The first thing you need to do is to create a folder in a directory, in any directory of your choice, and name it to something like my website. It can be anything of your choice. The next step, you're going to be creating a text file, name it index.txt, and then immediately you need to edit it with any text editor of your, i.e. Notepad, and then update the content, for example, hello world. After that, you save the file with a Control S, or go to the file and click Save, and then close the editor. And then you need to rename the extension to .html. You have to click on the rename option after right-clicking it, and we have to change the txt to HTML. And once that is done, you can see that it is giving a warning that it can behave differently. Now you can see that the icon is a different one, and now you need to right click and open it with Google Chrome. That's the application that we use to view our web pages, and you can see the Hello World is there in the web browser. Now you can edit it again with the editor like Notepad++. For now, we're going to be using Notepad, but later on we're going to shift to something else, something better. So we're updating the content. This is my first web site. And then you need to save it again and go back to the web browser, reload the page, and then you can see the updated content is here. Now we need a better IDE, the code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. Just type Visual Studio Code in the Google, and then we need to click on the first link that appears to take us to the Visual Studio Code website. And then over here, we need to download it for Windows. You can download it for Mac and Linux, but in my case, I'm using Windows right now, so download that. And I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again, but I'm going to show you the steps to install it. Once it is downloaded, it will be there in the file system. You just need to open it up, and a pop-up will appear. You just need to accept the terms of agreement, and then you need to click all the options so that it will be available in the app, and then create the desktop icon as well. Click next, and over here, this is the final part where you click the install, and it will install the IDE on your operating system. I'm not going to do that because I already done that, but in your case, you have to do it. After that, just go to the directory of the HTML file, click on Open with Code. That should be in your context menu. When you right-click on it, and apart from that, you can open up the Visual Studio Code from your search menu in the Windows. If you're on Linux or Mac, you can also find the alternative options. It will be available. You can open that up, or it will be simply on the desktop, as we have already checked the option to edit on the desktop. So for now, we're going to be opening it from the context menu. Click Open with Code. And then here we go. We have our HTML file opened up in the Visual Studio Code. So, and then we can update the content by clicking on the file in the left menu in the Explorer. We can create a new file using the button available in the Explorer for a new file. Just click on that, and it will give you the option to write the name file for the newly created file. Just name it anything about.html, and then you can also like add some content into it. And then after adding the content, you can save it, and you can go back to the original file. Just update a bit of a content here, and then we are going to see it in the browser how it appears. So here we have in the Visual Code Editor an entire view of our project. In the left bar, we have the files, and over the top we can see the recent files, and then just save the file and go back to the browser and see if the effects are there in the web browser. And here we go, we have it in here. Congratulations, you made it here. In the next video we shall cover more of HTML. Enough for today. Subscribe.